you have further question, please feel free to exchange name card and contact him later on. Next, let's switch some gear. So we're going to be hearing, now we hear the big picture about the regulation, the government agencies, and next we will try to bring you back to the more human-centric approach. So without further ado, let's welcome Professor Ariya from the Architecture Department of Chulalongkorn University.
Good morning. สวัสดีค่ะ First of all, I would like to expand the problem to be unlocked more difficultly. We start with net zero, but I think we have some other thing to unlock in able to fight with the climate change, especially in the next. Okay, sorry. Especially about the sustainability and sustainable development. As a landscape architect and planner, I would like to talk about first, actually this slide I already talked in about 1 hour. So this time I changed the style I'm going to talk. So I would like to introduce what kind of thing we have to unlock in order to reach the sustainable development goals. And then I will conclude and go backward that I would like to recommend biophilic development. So I would like to explain a little bit about the biophilic development, what it is. Maybe somebody have never heard of that. And the next one is about ontological landscape. Ontological landscape is something dynamic, and I would like to explain to you, both Thai and foreigner, because ontological means something in psychological side, in philosophy side, and in other things, but about the climate change, about the sustainability, there is something. And I would like to, again, focus and emphasize about the SDG. The other thing is, I will try to conclude very roughly about the example of the interlinkage between each goal of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. And I would like to explain about the difficulty of the original approach that we need to do the paradigm shift from the Anthropocene into the biophilics, that related also to economics versus ecology. I explain about some example of ontological landscape, and I try my best to explain about the biophilic development model. So what to be unlocked? You already unlocked about the net zero from the first speaker, Khun Men. And so the larger question was about the SDG. There are even more than only net zero about the energy sector, but in order to be sustainable city, we have to reach 17 goal. And how to understand about the new term, ontological landscape, especially in our city, tropical city like Thailand. And what can create and what are the steps that we can do the paradigm shift from Anthropocenic to the biophilic thing. First, the 17, what are the 17? I think you can Google and you know what are they. And about the ontological, from dictionaries, it's mean the existence, and the phenomenological, it mean in Thai, it's ปรากฏการณ์ so they are dynamic and very different from each area, each city, each time, in each season, in annually and maybe yearly, and yearly and monthly. And what are the biophilics? Biophilics came from the word biophilia. Biophilia is the bio is the living thing, and philia is love. So this type of approach is totally opposite of the Anthropocene because of, I think the slide will be in the next one. And this one is what I would like to talk about the positive approach and negative approach of each others of the this is positive approach, the green thing, and this is the negative approach. For example, you are interested in energy sector. This is create the positive approach with climate action and to industrial and innovation infrastructure. But number 7, create a negative approach to poverty because it spend a lot of money. And the other thing like this, like so in order to reach the sustainable development goal, if you focus in one thing, for example, we came from energy sector, so we focus on the clean energy. So what happened? The other sustainable goal will be, yes. And what are the successful of the sustainable development goal? Not very successful. This chart from the UN showing that, for example, number 7, you have done a very good job. But the red one mean regression. The number 7, the green one is on track. The yellow one is fair progress. So it means some of them, for example, number 16, insufficient data. Nobody produced that kind of thing. Maybe it's not that interesting. So it's very difficult in order to reach that. Somebody try to explain and try to create some action. I think you can take that slide. And what are the Anthropocene? Something that can balance in a sustainable way. In the old day, we use this sustainable development stool, like a chair, like a bar stool. Each leg have to be equal, and it's not possible. Now we create a tripod. Tripod means something like that. The cameraman have the tripod, so he can adjust. One leg can be larger than the others, but it has to be sustainable. This is the main thing about the sustainable. And what are the economic and the ecology? Economic means something that you are on the top of the pyramid. And the ecology means you are among them. And what is the ecology? So if you concern about your money, about your income in your country, so you try to do many things, and then you care about the nature so little. So something that Biophilic would like to introduce is you can care with the nature, care with your environment. And what are the ontological landscape? It's something very dynamic. And you know, especially Thai culture, the traditional Thai house, you know, they have rain harvesting to collect water. They have a very nice adaptive and resilient kind of structure underneath the house. In the dry season, they can utilize their living room, and they can have like chicken, duck, and then they can collect egg in the morning. and the flow, the weather, the cantilever of the roof is very good for rainy rain, very strong rain, and also the wind, the very steep slope of the roof. And we also live by the water, and we can have like a irrigation canal. We don't need the Department of Irrigation. And this another thing is more new approach and development. This is our Chulalongkorn University Centenary Park, the World Award winning of the park, in especially UN President also came to Chulalongkorn to visit this project. So the landscape architects here calculate the amount of water using the 100-year return period. If you are the engineer, you know how to calculate the return period of the water, and then you can make a very nice drainage channel. But actually, this park collect water in the rainy season, but in the dry season or in the like a 5-year return period with very less rain, they use that for open field amphitheaters and also some other greeneries. So 100 years, what happened? It's related to the name of the park also, because we celebrate our 100 years old of Chulalongkorn University at the Centenary Park. And what are the other ontological landscape? The urban heat island. We have a very big controversy about the albedo, The albedo is something that reflects the heat from any kind of surface, focusing on the color. I try to produce. You have seen this before, so I don't explain. But in our NASA map from the satellite view, so you can see that if you pick each color, you will find different kind of color. So each kind of landscape create different degree of albedo. And what we are doing, we do some experiment in our department, landscape architecture, about the sky factor, because from this thing you understand that the greenhouse gas and the albedo from the heat island came from the cloud and the sky, and also the different texture of the cloud cover. So we try to make the good thermal comfort for each design, especially in our Chulalongkorn University, and this is myself. So we have different, feeling and reaction between the climate. What are the comfort zone for us? We are different from, this is the chart of the comfort humidity from the US. So this says 40 and 60 relative humidity is ideal humidity. This one is not possible in Thailand, in our tropical country. So they said, like this land in Thailand. So they said this one is create a lot of fungi, mice, virus, and bacteria. So what we going to do with that? About the conclusion, I would like to show you my student work that got also the award from the Council of Architects thesis. This is what landscape architect doing. They try to support the PTTGC, global chemical, in order to do this tree site development in order to do the net zero for the site. and how the landscape can deal with that. Finally, they have this. Not only there are 3 points that PTT GC, our case study would like to do. First one is about the compensation, like plant the more tree. The second one is the portfolio driven, how to invent some good thing. And the third one is the community, sorry, about the community, like community enhancing, make some activity for the community. This site redevelop the whole, everything, the 3 strings together. This is carbon capture. This is carbon gas pipeline. And this is compensation zone to explain some others about the reforestation, how the tree capture the carbon. And this is the final conclusion that how this area compensate and offset the carbon. The concept is nest. Nest is like the bird nest. Okay, this is only an example. So what are the others? So I just got that National Research Council of Thailand fellowship. This called Research Professor Grant from this year, starting last week until the next following 3 years. I will do some call for participation of those who are interested in the biophilic development together with our team. And this is what we make the mind map to present to the National Research Council of Thailand. So we try to reach that well-being, good environment, and human ecology. And we start with the problem in Thailand here, that we have many things that people are excluded, not responsive to the dynamic of the nature. The environment are deteriorate, and very high investment in every development. And we are 4 categories that I would like to invite any of you, especially the corporate and institute, that you meet that kind of thing category. So let's take action, and I'm looking forward to push our city to one of the biophilic cities. There are many cities in the world, including Singapore, to be the biophilic city already. And this is some kind of the participation that many people have to consider about we call IAP2. In Thailand, we only here. But in terms of environment, we only inform them. So this is the government, or this is the institute, and they just inform the community like this. It's one way that we inform them how to do this thing, we teach them. But actually, the second degree of participation should be consult. It means the community should go back another way to us, or even it's better to be involved and collaborate with each stakeholder, because this forum is stakeholder forum. So the best thing that we would like to achieve is the empower. So we're looking forward to that. ขอบคุณค่ะ This is my, I'm going to put my PowerPoint and probably the video in this website also.
Thank you, Professor Ariya, for a very nice talk. Anybody has any questions? We have around 5 minutes.
It's not too fast, right? This slide the same, exactly the same slide without the video. I talk in 1 hour.
Yeah.
Usually human is on the top of pyramid, right? As you mentioned, and you say that we should blend into the ecosystem, the ecology. How could we empowering our partners, other species, not human? Can human think on behalf of them? We call them, right? Not it, right? Can human change our behavior and think on behalf of all the stakeholders on the right hand side? And
but,
that, I think, before we can blend in, we need to know what they are thinking and several things. I'm not sure, because it's our behavior that we are always on the top of the pyramid. Mm-hmm. We have to go back probably in the ancient
I think the top of the pyramid is our common habit. I mean, everybody would like to look into ourselves first. We have also like to understand the pyramid of the Maslow, and everybody would like to have the average people. I mean, many people would like to serve themselves and then family. And then if they accomplish already, they have a very lovely family like you, and then they have a very nice community like we are in CHULA University. So we have to go to the next step to the others, like to our country, and even to the top of the pyramid of the Maslow, to be more. We have to target for like this one sustainable development goal. So we have to. I don't think being the top of pyramid in terms of the ego thing is different, but we have to provide something that it's better for us, it's better to the family, it's better to the environment, also to our country. So ourselves still be the same, but we think about the others more.
Any other questions?
It's different from the other approach. Like if we are the conservationist or we are NGO, like environmental NGO, maybe we refuse to do any kind of development because we want to protect the nature. That one, they're not in this ecology. They are conservationists. But what the biophilic is, we are together with the nature.
Would you please turn your slide to the page, the linkage between the SDG goal,
Albedo.
positive, yeah, that's this one. This
Sorry, different. Albedo. Yeah, this one.
no, not.
SCG one that has
Negative and
positive.
positive, the SDG
SDG.
goal, right?
Yeah.
This one. You see this interlinkage of positive and negative in terms of biophilic that you say? Or
This one is not by myself. It's from somebody. I already put the reference in the picture, but sorry, maybe it's not appearing.
So because I think that the 17 SDG goals is very useful, but when you linkage negative, that I feel
No,
confused,
it's not
so I have to
mean
explain to my team.
negative by the goal. But when you implement, for example, when you implement this one, it means you produce, for example, you produce the EV car.
Yeah.
So the EV car is not affordable by the no poverty, because the no poverty, it means maybe sufficient economy. So you have to spend very carefully in order to make yourself stable, not to rent the car, not to do the finance the car. So this one, and EV car is a little bit expensive with the technology. So this one not have negative impact to this. This is the meaning of that. It not mean SDG goal is not good, but it have to we have to think about the positive and negative interlinkage with each other. So usually for example, ourselves, we think about the infrastructure, the building, and maybe some people talk about the climate action, and the climate action is very large. And when we talk about that, it affects to the others, for example.
So I think that it's very useful for me that I link to your presentation about how to reach net zero in 8 steps. The negative, we can use it as a risk management, right? Risk management at that. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Right, I guess it's time to go to the next speakers. Let's give one more round of applause to Professor Ariya, please. So again, if you have any questions,